Good morning, my friends. This hopefully is my last morning in Wadi Musa, and the reason is that I'm going to some other desert, a more crazy one. I'm trying now to go to Wadi Rum, and probably, if you have heard anything about Jordan, I think you probably should have heard about Petra, the place which I was just visiting from this town Wadi Musa, and you have heard about Wadi Rum, all the Lawrence of Arabia stuff, that desert, that red desert with those cliffs in them, in that sand desert. And yeah, it might be some interesting adventure which I'm getting myself into now. We'll see what happens, because it's not so simple. First thing, is not so simple and straightforward to get there. There are no buses, like normal buses, as far as I know. And also, it is tricky to find a place where to stay there, and even if you are successful, I'll tell later about that, even if you are successful, it could mean, well, it most likely will mean, that I don't have any water there and I don't have any internet. Do you go to Aqaba, Rashidiyah?
Aqaba? Okay.
How much is Rashidiyah?
Rashidiyah?
Rashidiyah.
Rum.
Rum, huh?
Yeah.
7.
7, not 4. I thought it's 4. Arba.
Amman 7.
Amman 7. Oh, but Rashidiyah?
Rashidiyah 7.
خلينا نضرب عالي.
عبد الله قايل له ما بطلع غير مليان.
حاول. قول له وهي قال هيك. قول له هيك. انا ما في عندي كلمه.
دقيقة. لا معنا ما بقبل انك تطلع الصبح.
Which bus? Okay. Okay. And they go to Aqaba, yes? And through Rashidiyah. Yeah. The place is called Rashidiyah. How do you call it? Rashdi? Rashdi? Rashidiyah. Good. And do you know when they leave? No? Okay. Shukran. So basically, the story goes that I have heard from 1.5 people, got 1.5 confirmations, one proper, one not so proper, that it is possible to go to a place which is called Rashidiyah, which is on the way to Aqaba, which is the big highway. And from Rashidiyah there is shukran. So what I was telling was that from Rashidiyah there is nothing which goes to Wadi Rum itself, and I'm not sure exactly, it might be something like 30-40 kilometers through desert, but one man told me that I must be very successful if I just try hitchhiking from there. And let's try this out and see how it works. They say that Jordanians are quite nice in terms of willingness to pick up hitchhikers. That man told me that a bus to Rashidiyah, the Aqaba bus which goes to Aqaba, and which can be stopped in Rashidiyah to get out of it, that man told me that to Rashidiyah it should cost 4 dinar, which would be something like bit more than €5. But this man told me that it is 7, so obviously it's again the tourist prices. And I was a little bit foolish not to immediately ask about Arba dinar, which is 4 dinar. But I was just asking how much is it, because I kind of felt that even that is a lot, because I paid 4 dinar for coming all the way from Amman to here, which was 3.5, I forgot already our journey, quite a long road. And what happened, and here to Rashidia is not far, it's like, I don't know, 70-80 kilometers maybe, not very far. So I thought it should be cheaper than €4. But now he was saying that it's 7. So we'll see. But in any case, I don't understand how this thing will work, but he was calling some other driver, and he was after that pointing me, there is a bus standing near that house. And he was pointing me to that bus, and he was saying that that bus will be now coming down. There is Petra Wadi Rum bus. Oh, that's interesting. Should I go and ask? Let's see. It's something else. He was saying that that bus will be coming down and will be leaving. Let's see about these guys. Do they go to Wadi Rum? And if it's Wadi Rum, it's even better. Sabah al khair. Do you go to Wadi Rum?
Today no.
Today no.
Morning 6:30.
6:30 tomorrow. Aha, shukran. Sorry?
What are you saying?
I'm staying in a hostel here. Yeah.
We could drive you from the hostel if you like. We could pick you from there.
How much does it cost?
Cost you 10 dinar.
10. Okay.
From here to till where you're booking in Wadi.
Okay. Thank you. Shukran.
Go.
So they are not going today, but they say that they are going tomorrow, 6:30 in the morning. But it costs 10 dinar. 10. So that's obviously it. Yeah, of course. What else could it be? It's a tourist bus. So with tourist prices as well. Okay, let's see. Let's keep waiting. That man said that the bus from the mountaintop will go. I think they will just come and wait until it gets full, and we'll leave for Aqaba. So it might be a good while waiting, I think, until it's full. And let's see about prices. I understood that they were talking between themselves in Arabic something about Arba dinar, 4 dinar, but I'm not sure. What was it? Did they suss out that I know the price? What it should be? Any case, it's just a waiting probably from now, and to see how soon it happens when it comes down, and what price I can negotiate, and how long shall we wait until it's full going to Aqaba. And if we are successful, I'll be getting out at Rashidia, which is the place where the road gets off from the highway towards Wadi Rum. I didn't know there is a Wadi Rum bus. It's strange. Other people told me that there is no such a thing. But maybe, yeah, they were local people, that maybe they didn't know about this tourist expensive stuff. In any case, we'll see and we'll find out, and I'll let you know, guys, how things go. I thought I might show you as well what I'm carrying with me for 4 days in the desert. So that's all my food. That's some perishable food which I will eat on the way. and 1 2-liter bottle for each day, which I'll be carrying on my shoulders with this setup. I showed you already in the other video how it works. Now we'll find out how it works when they are full of water, so 8 kilograms. And long walk through the desert. We'll see how it works. I'll let you know. So it's not that easy, my friends. You see that bus? No, you don't see probably. Let's try to zoom it. That bus there. It still stands there. I waited something like 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours even, not sure. And then I was talking to a couple other people. Some of them said that bus will come at 1 o'clock, which already isn't good, because that would be risking too much with being late and being still in the desert when the sun goes down. But then I found another man who said that yes, he knows that driver of that bus and he's not going today anywhere. And then he said, here is that driver's car, he must be here. And I met the driver. He didn't speak any English, but that other man who was helping. And basically what happened was that today nothing is going to Rashidiya, let alone Aqaba or Wadi Rum. But tomorrow at 7 o'clock there should be the same bus going, but tomorrow is Friday, which is holiday for Muslims, and because of that it is possible that nobody will be coming. Well, not nobody, but not enough people will be coming, and in that case the bus will not go, will not leave. If there are not enough people, the bus doesn't leave. And I was asking also about the price. I was asking about the 4 dinar price, and one person was saying 7 dinar, one person was saying 9 dinar. And at the end the driver agreed to take me for 5 dinar, but that's only in the case if there will be enough people to fill the bus, which might not be the case tomorrow. So we'll see how things go. We'll have to live and see. We'll have to be tomorrow early morning here, 5:45, maybe 20 to 6. Sorry, 7:15 or 20 to 7. And we'll see if we can go away or not. And now I'll see if I can get back checked in my hostel. We'll find out. It should be possible because that hostel was quite empty. So I'm thinking I should be okay with getting in my hostel, but then I need to change my reservation, which might not be possible, and then I would have to lose one day's booking price, but it's very cheap there, so it wouldn't be the biggest trouble. So yes, I'll keep you posted how things go. You know what, my friends, I already walked towards the hostel and I was thinking already about checking in, but then I thought, it's not that late yet. And I came down, there is the center. I came all the way up here, and this is the highway, or what would you call it, like a big road towards Aqaba from this town, and I was just thinking I'll give it a go and I'll see if I can hitchhike from here, and if I can, that would be amazing. But if I can't, and I see that it's already getting a bit too late for all my future explorations today to get to the Wadi Rum, then I'll just go back to my hostel and check in. So friends, let's see how things go. Cool kids at the back of the truck. The taxi wanted to take me, but I didn't want to take him. Marhaba, Rashidia possible? It's no Rashidia. Okay, shukran. Okay, that was, I didn't get what other name was it, but some other town, but he was kind of ready to take me. Only thing is, he wasn't going to Rashidia, but yeah, I didn't wait longer than 2 minutes here, maybe less even. So, who knows, maybe it is possible to get away with hitchhiking. Let's see. الأردن جميل. بلد جميل.
انت فانتاستيك.
ممتاز. نعم. So, I got one man who got me here till Taibe. At Taibe is the place's name. And let's see if I can catch somebody else. It's good. If not, he said he might go to Rajul, I forgot already. I think Rajiv, he said. The next town. In some while, but I'll try to catch some cars from here and we'll see how it goes. Now listen to this, my friends. That man in the red jumper, he just came out of that supermarket and he was asking, hitchhiking, oh, have a good day, this is for you. Imagine, I felt uneasy. I said no, I can't take it, and he spoke English, by the way. And he said, no, it is for you. Have a good day. Welcome to Jordan. Amazing. Where else in the world these things can happen to you guys? Well, I don't have much experience in hitchhiking, but this is something I definitely didn't expect. Thank you, man. Shukran jazilan. The same man ended up to pick me up again from the same place because he's a shopkeeper, shop owner. And that was one shop which he was checking on, and this is his another shop in the next village, so we are already in the next village, and he will be going till Rashidia. No, sorry, not Rashidia, till Rajiv, which is already more towards where I want. And yeah, very nice man. He said 5-10 minutes he will check on things and we'll go further. And he's selling vegetables and chicken. You see, chicken are there inside, live chicken, which can be slaughtered here, I think. I'm not sure how it works, but I think so. And vegetables are here. A nice man. And he speaks some English words and I speak some Arabic words, and we can kind of understand each other sometimes, which is nice. And I didn't film it. I kind of felt a little bit uneasy filming it But there were few kids which came to me when I was hitchhiking in the previous place in Taibe. And these kids came and started to chat with me, and they found out that I'm trying to hitchhike to Rashidia, and they were trying to help hitchhiking cars, and they were very active. they were really trying to get the cars stopping for me. They were nice, they were cool. It's amazing how helpful and how friendly these people are. Amazing, you Jordanians. You are amazing, amazing people. What can I tell? We are getting some petrol, or as they call naft. But they use the word petrol as well. It's all nice and good, except that it takes quite a bit of time. I was waiting at one shop, then another shop. He said 10 minutes, but it was of course a lot more than 10 minutes, and now is the petrol. But that's all part of the parcel. What could you expect? I'm not a paying passenger in a taxi, so I'm happy that he's helping me out and he's taking me for free somewhere. So all good, friends, all good. You see how high? Well, you don't see much there even. Jabal Kathir, as far as I understood, means high mountains, high mountain. جميل جدا. Bandora. And Wadi Rum. Ah, that is your Bubble Lux Hotel. Yes. That's your.
Yes.
Okay. الصخرة ممتازة.
الصحراء جميلة.
جميلة. الصخرة جميلة. That's amazing. Is it for tourists?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, nice to meet you. Shukran, Jamilan. No, not Jamilan. Jazilan. Shukran, Jazilan. And have a good evening and everything else. Good luck. Thank you. That was nice. That was nice. He is going to the left. Yeah, he's going to this village there is called Shakriya, and he's going to Disa, another town or village probably. And I have to go here towards Wadi Rum. So there are good news and bad news together. I'll put my bottles on my shoulders and I'll tell you. So my friends, it was there on that intersection where I came out from the track, which took me here from, I forgot already the name, but the biggest majority of the road he took me. He gave me a lift. And yeah, there are good news and bad news at the same time now. The bad news are that one driver, the second last driver which took me, he said that in the afternoon and evening, especially when the sun goes down, there will be no cars on the road, so will be a problem for me if I don't get to Wadi Rum by that time. And then he said tomorrow is Friday, which is holiday for Muslims, and he said will be no cars as well whole day, which means problem. So that was a bad thing. And I spent a good bit of time with that shopkeeper who was checking with his shops, and we were having a nice chat, and I was learning Arabic from him. What is this? It looks like a guarded entrance. And by the way, I just saw king of this country, well, not king himself, but the cars. The king was leaving this place and going on the opposite direction how we came here, and the driver told me it's a king, it's car for kings. Okay, I'll stop filming probably now. That was funny, guys. I was so busy explaining you what happened that I didn't check my map and I went to wrong direction. That's crazy. But where I had to go is there. And this is a police station, Bedouin police station. And they were looking at me, and imagine I was trying to hitchhike towards here. That's why the face was so strange when he was looking at me. What am I doing? Trying to hitchhike 200 meters towards Bedouin police station. Maybe I shouldn't be filming now because that car, but I think should be okay. Okay. So I took the wrong turn. I don't do these things usually, but I somehow was I don't know why I was convinced that this is the right way. I didn't even check on my maps. Okay, but the Bedouin police was very nice. They were immediately explaining that this is not a hotel, this is Bedouin police station, and then they wished me a good evening and good luck in my way and so on. Anyway, let's get back where we left. So the bad news were, I think it's not for me. The bad news is that, yeah, I spent a lot of time getting the first few kilometers, first couple tens of kilometers, and I didn't start actually very early in the morning either. It was something like 1 o'clock already in the afternoon, so it wasn't the best start. And then this guy that driver was telling me that there will be no cars soon, and at the evening and tomorrow will be no cars as well. I was kind of suspicious about tomorrow. I was kind of thinking, is it safe to go tomorrow and try to hitchhike? And yeah, that was bad part. Then there was a good thing. I was waiting in one other intersection for next cars, and I didn't properly start even to stop to hitchhike when a truck stopped, and that was this truck which I just came out of, and that was he was a very nice driver, very friendly. He taught me a load of Arabic during the way, and the policemen are looking at me, but it seems to be okay. Yeah, it is okay. Sorry, I just get distracted because they are beeping and stopping and looking at me, and I don't know, I thought maybe there is some they are nice. They're even showing and smiling that they are turning left and they won't be going to Wadi Rum. Okay, now this is the road to Wadi Rum. So, and then yes, this driver stopped, and I wasn't even stopping him. I was looking where can I use the toilet. And I found a place, and I was coming back, and I see the truck has stopped already and he's waiting. And yes, he's waiting for me because he saw my things at the side of the road, and he saw me coming, and he thought I might be hitchhiking. Yes, I am. And I was asking, where will he go? Can I get to Rashidia? Okay, there's a police station. I probably shouldn't be filming now. So I was asking that driver, is it possible to go with him till Rashidia, or Rashdia, how they sometimes pronounce it. That's the place where I would turn off the main highway towards Wadi Rum. And he said yes, it's possible. And I was asking, where is he going? He said to Disa. I didn't know what it is. I opened maps and I asked him again, and I found, Disa is very close to Wadi Rum. So that's how far he got me with one stretch, quite quickly and further than even Rashidia. I'm very close to Wadi Rum. Yeah, but everybody is. And he is working in that bubble Lux hotel, carrying different produce to the hotel. So basically, yeah, that was very good. It was very quick, and I didn't expect somebody to be turning exactly all the same turns where I need. So that was a good thing. Exactly when I was thinking I am in trouble, he just came, and it was a great solution. But now I still have a good amount of distance for walking. Like, it is possible to walk from here, but I think it might be something like 20 kilometers maybe, so maybe 15 to my camp, not to Wadi Rum village, but to camp. So, and the sun, you see, is very low, and here in desert will be complete darkness, and that man said that no cars will be coming, so it's not not the best situation of all possible situations, but we'll see. Will be a little cold at night as well, but we'll see. In the worst case scenario, I think I should be able to walk, even though it will be in a complete darkness, and it's not exactly perfect place to walk in darkness. We'll see, but hopefully I can stop some car. Most cars are going back from Wadi Rum, not to Wadi Rum, but hopefully I can get some who goes to Wadi Rum, and yeah, we'll see then. The last 7 or 8 kilometers will be walking through sand anyway, but I hoped at least I could hitchhike somebody to the Wadi Rum village. So this one says visitor center 3 kilometers, so I think I have walked maybe a little bit less than 1 kilometer, and just a moment ago I was looking, the Wadi Rum village is 12 kilometers, so visitor center is the first. So Wadi Rum village is 12 kilometers, and my camp is something like 7 or 8 kilometers after that, so pretty much 20 kilometers. Hey guys, wish me luck that I don't have to walk all that. The last bit probably I will definitely have to walk in the desert through sand, where there is no roads, even nothing, only the GPS coordinates on my map, behind which cliff is the camp situated. Yeah, let's go and see how things unfold. It is a little bit uneasy feeling to see the sun going behind those mountains and setting down and everything become darker, but it is amazingly beautiful. That moon up there and all these colors and red sand and everything. I learned from the driver how to say Al-Sahra Jamila. The desert is beautiful, and it really is. And I was amazed how these jeeps were going towards there. I thought there was a road, but no, they were just going on the sand at crazy speeds, and it looks like it's a normal thing. Why go around there and then there if you can take a shortcut there? The car is coming. Let me try to catch it. I was lucky. I caught this car for a small moment. It will be a very short moment, but it's definitely better than Thank you so much, shukran. That was cool. Who could believe, guys, that I will be traveling in the back of a pickup truck on a good speed through desert without any connection to the world or internet or anything. Ah, I lost that car while I was having fun, but that's okay. Ah, so cool. That was some cool ride. I don't know what to tell. That was properly cool. Night is coming and I am driving on the back of the pickup truck through the desert in a strange place. Strange country. Amazing. So, this must be the entrance to the visitor center of Wadi Rum. Wadi Rum protected area. Oh, nice. I'm definitely happy even for this small stretch. Like, where was it? Somewhere there he picked me up and got me up to here. Well, a bit further probably. But yes, in this situation you are tremendously happy even about this. Thank you guys who picked me up. And that was a great experience. Back of a pickup truck. Nice. Life is good, friends, even though I still don't know how will I get to the end. Marhaba, is it possible towards Wadi Rum with you? Of course, no problem. Shukran, thank you. Well, this is even better. You see? Even soft seats here. This is a better ride than the previous one, I would say. So that's the visitor center. I think I'll put down my bottles because it will probably be a longer ride, since they said that it's possible to go to Wadi Rum with them. And Wadi Rum is something like I don't know, guys, if you will be able to hear me in this wind. But it's anyway definitely cool experience. What can be better than this, my friends? These are the rules of the road here. This must be Wadi Rum village already, the beginning of the village. I'm pretty sure about that, I just looked on my map. And amazing. He's stopping probably. Thank you so much. Shukran, shukran jazilan. Well, tell me what you want, my friends, but you can't get to experience that kind of happiness when you use taxis. That's crazy. The first thing is time is pressing on me. Sun is already setting and it's getting colder as well, and it will be properly dark here. Like here in the village there are some lights still, but after the village will be nothing. And and it's so cool that I was able to hitch that truck, because it saved me like a good 10 kilometers, if not more. It's definitely cool. From this place I will have to walk maybe 7 or 8 probably from here. I am in the north side of Wadi Rum village. Come on friends, I need to show you something. You don't get to see these things often. I have seen them quite a few here in this country, but I am always too late by taking my phone out and switching the camera on. But this beast will not fly, will not flee away from me. So I will definitely be able to show you this thing. What do you say about this, my friends? Hey, come on, dear Germans. Are your Mercedes? You don't see this in Germany, do you? And they're still running these things here. Crazy. And they bring water with these things. A lot of stuff is functioning only on the water brought like with trucks like this. There are some camels. I think I saw them. And it's a prayer time, sunset. Guys, sun is setting. They're inviting everybody for sunset prayer. And I'm still something like 8 kilometers from my camp. And this was the most civilized part, which is done now. And now ahead of me is the uncivilized part, walking through a proper desert without any lights, and probably without cars as well. We'll see. The person who is inviting for the prayer sounds more tired than I am, but I will be honest, I am tired as well. But I shouldn't think about that yet, because I probably have a good deal of road ahead of me. Off-road, I should say. That's the car service of Wadi Rum. What do you think, friends, about these kind of writings? Education is the movement from darkness to light, and probably the same in Arabic. Is this some school? Oh yeah, secondary school even. Wow, secondary school. I didn't expect that. Amazing. They have a secondary school in this village. I was thinking that there is nothing here. But even a secondary school, wow. How do you like, friends, these kind of landscapes and places? Well, for me as a European, it's definitely something out of the ordinary. And 100% in a good sense of the word. Amazing. Hey friends, I just noticed one more thing, which is a good news. You see that thing? That's the mobile tower. Mobile phone or cell phone tower. Huh. The antennas are on the opposite direction, unfortunately. But this does mean that I have a hope to catch maybe a mobile signal somewhere in this desert, if not exactly in the camp. I can walk towards here as far as I need to walk, and then I can catch a phone signal, which is nice. Not that I would have much use of it. I don't use it. It's terribly expensive to use mobile phone here anyway. But I use only internet when I have it. But here I won't. And I prepared all my works in such a way that for these 4 days, 3.5 maybe, I will be without connection. So this will be my retreat from all the works. An amazing place. Wow, friends. I don't know, can you see? Is this... No, I don't know. Can you see it? A little bit. It's such an amazing view. We are a little bit elevated higher, and that desert ahead of us. Wow. It's like a sea. No wonder they call the camels ships of the desert. The desert is like a sea almost. You know what, my friends? One more observation. This place reminds me of Africa when I was for the longer times, 2 times in Uganda, in one specific way. People seem to be happy here. Can you imagine? Like all the small and big, everybody. Marhaba. Sorry? Ah, yes.
What's it?
What's what?
No.
The channel?
What's your name?
Artis.
That's, yeah.
The channel is artis.guru. That boy just asked me if I'm a YouTuber. Well, they know these things here in the desert as well. But yeah, what I was starting to tell was that people seem to be immensely happy in this place. Can you imagine? Ah, and they have electricity here as well, which is cool. Okay, so this is probably the closest place to my camp. 8 kilometers or 7.5, where I have shop in case I need it, electricity and phone signal. We'll see further. I guess it might not be there. In any case, I was starting to tell about this happiness. People are so happy. It's surprising. Like everybody is greeting. Oh, that's already, I'm kind of used to it. And everybody is smiling, but here they're smiling like I don't know what happened. Like it's there. Look at this beauty. Jamila. Amazing. Huh, I could have maybe tried to hitchhike that guy, but okay. It occurred to me a bit too late. But you know, friends, there is one thing which isn't that nice. I just felt the first steps on this deep sand, and it is very different than walking on the tarmac. Yep, will be interesting. 7.5 kilometers like this. Well, here it is not that bad actually. You see, the cars are going through the desert. If I step where the car was driving on that track, then it's kind of okay. But the first impression wasn't very nice. In that sand it was very difficult to walk. Yeah, friends, these are the last moments probably which I can show to you while there is still some tiny bit of light left. It's so beautiful here. I don't know, so beautiful. This is more Mars than that Mars which I showed you previously in Petra. And this is only the very beginning. I understand that further there will be even more cooler sights. But probably not for today, it will be dark. And the moon is not big either. Yeah, as soon as I step off the tracks, I'm sinking into sand a little bit and it's difficult to walk. But yep, we'll try to stick to the tracks. But it's immensely beautiful. I don't know, guys, if you can see that beauty through the lens of the camera. Probably a small fraction of it, but it's amazing. And not all Jeeps use lights, headlights. Have to be vigilant as well. Somebody is coming. Should I try to hitchhike maybe? Would that be a crazy idea here? Let's see. They weren't very responsive to my hitchhiking, but that's okay. And it is probably difficult to guess where I want to go because there is no road. There are only directions here. You can go anywhere on this desert. This is kind of a more narrow gap between those mountains and those mountains. But further on it will get wider and it will be even less sense of a road, just directions. It is so interesting to see the cars going on the sand on the desert without road. You must be a good driver.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I saw some of them were going very fast even. It's crazy on this place. الصخرة جميلة.
Nice.
جدا. Yeah.
How many days the Wadi Rum?
4. So that is the guy who picked me up in the Jeep. Amazing guy. And I didn't even realize that he's coming, and I was a little bit off the track which he was using. And he simply stopped and looked and asked. And I ran towards him. And yeah, he offered me a lift. And we did something like, not exactly 2/3, but more than half of the road we covered. We came from there, from Wadi Rum village, but he is going now towards there. It's actually quite good how this camera is catching up light, because it's very dark. but here on the screen is lighter than in the real life. So basically there are some mountain range, and he's going to the left of it, to the east side of it, but my camp is to the right, to the west side of it, and I was able to figure it out from the Google map. Of course it didn't show any mountains, anything, but from the directions I could suss out that I shouldn't go further with him towards there. I should jump out here and walk around that mountain and somewhere there, maybe some 3 kilometers from here, so not far anymore. Although it's dark. It is dark, but good thing it's not very far anymore. So cool. I'm grateful for that guy and everybody else who picked me up, and now it doesn't seem so bad walking the 3 kilometers which are left, approximately, maybe 3.5. Actually, my friends, the walking is not that bad. The desert is really reminding me sea, with all the waves and everything, but I don't think you can see anything now. And yeah, it is not that soft, it is quite walkable, so I'm pretty happy and peaceful about the situation, and I'm soon will be back on the tracks which I needed to take, because the guy, I don't know, can I show you or is it too dark? The guy was coming here and going there, and there are many tracks, and he was kind of keeping himself as right as he can towards this cliff, and then he needs to go left, and then I jumped out of the jeep in the last moment before he had to turn really left. So I'm just walking now across the tracks and getting to the tracks which I would need, and from there I should be going on the right side of that cliff, and somewhere down there, something like a little bit less than 1 hour's walk, should be my camp. And yeah, it doesn't feel that bad, even though it's getting dark and colder in the desert, in a strange place. But as long as I can trust that GPS coordinates are correct, I'm okay. And I asked him 2 or 3 times to confirm, and I even sent him a link with my Google Maps waypoint, which I made myself from that coordinate, to double check if that's really exact same location, and he said yes. So unless he didn't know himself, it should be safe enough that it is correct. Well, in the very worst kind of situation, what I would do is that there are many Bedouin camps here in this desert, many camps, and in the very worst case of scenario, if I found the place and it's not him, I would just go to the closest Bedouin camp I see, and I would just ask if I can stay one night, and from there I'll find out tomorrow how do I get to mine. It might be 3 times, 5 times more expensive, but for one night it won't kill me. So I don't feel like it is too dangerous, the situation where I'm in. Other thing is, I was kind of worried about where I'm walking. I see less and less under my feet, and I hope there are no scorpions or other bad guys like them crawling around somewhere. I don't want to step in somebody. I don't know, but I hope it's not the case. Okay, there's one track. Very soft one. Let's maybe move to the next one and see if it's better. Will be easier walking. It will be here. Soft as well. And the next one, this is a little bit better. Yeah, this is kind of almost okay. Well, I am kind of sinking a little bit into sand, but not as bad. Okay, let's see around that headland what will be there, because the wind has blown probably the soft sand behind this rock. Might be different there. Hopefully better, not worse. We'll see. Couple more observations, friends. Now it's actually so dark that even my camera can't catch any light, almost any. There's one camp, but that's not mine. Mine is a good deal further. Some 30-40 minutes maybe walking from here. And when I looked on the maps, I saw that it was a bit more than 3 kilometers from the place where I exited that car. At least 3.5, probably 4. So it is a good bit of walk, but it's not so bad. And one observation is that it's amazing how much your eyes can adjust to darkness. I try not to look on my screen now, not to spoil it. But there is one very weak moon. Can I show you? It looks quite thick, but it actually is very thin because it's blurry. And even that small crescent of moon, it is so bright here, and all the stars are so bright. And it seems to be enough for me to see where I'm stepping my shoes, because eyes get used to it and you just see it. And these romantic red candles on that Bedouin camp, which I'm pointing at now because I have nothing else to point my camera to in this darkness. These look so bright, although these are small candles. Everything looks so bright. Your senses get very sensitive, feeling a lot. And another observation, there is some car. Okay, let's see. Hopefully they see me and won't run over me, but it looks as it's okay. That's for this camp probably. Yeah, they're parking there. So the other observation is that these landscapes, these huge majestic mountains, now I can't show you them, it's too dark for the camera. These amazing mountains, they look quite close, but you walk and walk and walk and they don't get any closer. And after a long walk they get a little bit closer. I can imagine how it felt with camels in a caravan to cross the desert like this. Walking, 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 day after day. And imagine they did it without compass, without GPS, without sat-nav, without anything, with just their own senses and camels. That must be crazy. And they did it when it's hot. Now it's not hot, so I can walk. I have strength to walk because it's not hot. Wow, amazing, amazing. We're going uphill now. Okay, friends, probably no point of me trying to show you more because you can't see anything anyway. I'll shut up and I'll be back to you when I have something I can show you.
Without food, without everything, 10 days.
10 days? Oh, so much?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. And are they okay, or it's very difficult and bad for them if they stay? It's probably not good for the camels. It's amazing how you drive on this desert without roads. It's so good. Have you been keeping camels for all your life?
Yeah.
Okay. It must be very interesting.
Yes. Make a video.
Sorry?
Okay, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Shukran, shukran.
Muhammad! Muhammad!
You know each other.
Yeah.
You probably know everybody here.
The father of this guy, he's the brother of my mother.
Okay, you're all relatives.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Shukran jazilan, and all the best of luck to you. Thank you. That was so cool. Marhaba, Mohammed.
Yes,
So good to meet you, artist.
I tried to call you, but I don't find you. I tried to call you, but there is no signal before 1 hour.
No signal, yeah. I was trying to text you, but
Yeah,
but I couldn't. It wasn't sending.
Yeah.
I was sending you 2 texts that I'm coming, everything is all right. Shukran.
Yeah.
115 kilos.
So friends, welcome home. I am finally home in my tent, and this Bedouin tent is all for myself. And it's so good. Oh, after all that walking and everything, it was so good to have a good meal and to get horizontally and get my feet stretched. Oh, I'm tired like crazy. But you know, happily tired. I will show you around tomorrow when it will be light. This place is amazingly beautiful, but I couldn't show you much, it was very dark. But yeah, friends, that's all for tomorrow. I'm terribly tired, I want to go sleep. Everything is good. See you in the morning, friends.